What's going on, YouTube? Everybody's in the building. It's your boy Kirky Fresh, man. You know we do it on a Sunday, man. How is everyone is doing? I think my mic is a little bit too loud. Here we go. No, it is, man. You know how it is. Sunday evening ride. This one gonna be good, man. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. How is everybody's doing, man? It's your boy Kirky Fresh back again with the next live, man. This live is gonna be crazy. It is going to be crazy because I'm gonna call it like I see it. If you are new to my channel, man, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. I see we already got some people in the live, man. Hitting that like button as you come in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to Mr. Young, Mr. Johnson. Shout out to Mr. Smalls. Big up to everybody that's coming in the live, man. This one is going to be a very interesting live because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. Y'all better get your pen and paper for this one, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Because this one is, gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be big. People are doing this box truck business, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I hope a lot of people not taking this thing that I'm gonna talk about today as a joke, because it is going to be, it's good. It's crazy. That's I'm telling you, man. A lot of people not taking it serious. How to use your ELD for your box truck business is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. And a bunch of you box truck drivers are number one in violation. So with my experience and expertise of using the ELD, I am going to be talking to you guys today about the stuff you're doing wrong, what you're not supposed to do, what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to give you guys the basic. You get what I'm saying? First and foremost, before I even get into this live, I'm going to tell you, I am not an ELD expert. Don't go do your own research. If you have to get somebody to if you want a more in-depth training on the ELD, I do provide that. So you got to book a consultation. And yeah, but a lot of people who are running these box truck, you're doing a lot of this stuff wrong. Okay, a lot of it you're doing wrong. So today I'm going to be talking about that. Okay. Also, I got some good news for you guys. Also, I'm gonna actually just walk you guys through this thing, man, because I tell you, boy. First, let me explain this to you guys, okay? First, let me say this to you guys. I'm gonna say this, okay? These officers out here that are the DOT officers, let me just say this right off the rip, okay? They don't want to hear no stories. They don't want to hear the coulda, shoulda, woulda. They don't want to hear the if and the but. It's either you're doing it or you're not doing it, okay? Because here what the problem with that. They have run across so many drivers over the years, the stories that they have heard, the lies that has been told to them, just the back and forth. Okay? And I'm going to call it like I see it. I'm going to call it like I see it. Everybody wants to know the number one way out to cheat the ELD system. Everybody, not one driver that you ever speak to that don't want to figure out how to cheat the ELD system. Everybody. Can it be cheated? Like, everybody wants to know how to go around this little black box that is sitting inside of the truck that is a nuisance. Okay? Yeah, man. How to cheat it, right? Yeah, well, everybody want to know how to cheat it. So we won't talk about that today. We're going to talk about, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the violation, what it does to your company. Brokers see your violation, the whole shebang, man. See what I'm saying? Shout out to Nick in the building. So we're going to talk about that today because people are in big trouble with this thing. All right. So we're going to talk about that today. This whole entire ELD thing. Back in the days, you used to have a logbook where you could manually write in and people would just make a mess. Like I said earlier on, the people that just lie. So they created a device that will, instead of you just falling over yourself while you're telling these stories, they'll have a device that will just track your truck. That's what it does. It doesn't track you, it track your truck. Every time your truck moves, they know. Okay. And the number one big reason behind this whole thing was to quote unquote keep the truck drivers safe. All right. Keep us safe, keep us in compliance, and the whole shebang. Okay. And of course, you know, when you got something that keep people straight, you know, the first set of people that comes and get it, they try to figure out how to go around it. You get what I'm saying? How to beat it, how to stop the clock from running, Kirky Fresh. You gonna tell us that today? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how to stop it from running. Just stop drive box truck. That's it. Just don't be a truck driver no more. That's it. That's it. Once you unplug it and send it back to them, that's it. The clock stopped. It's that simple. Okay? It doesn't get no simpler than that. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about this whole entire ELD thing. And I'm going to show you guys, a matter of fact, I'm going to just show you guys some of the stuff that people do. But, guys, you gotta stop. I'm telling you, man, this thing is serious. I'm gonna show you guys something. Because let's take a look at this. You guys know how I do my stuff, man. You guys see that screen? Let me see if it pops up. There you go. You guys seeing this screen, right? This screen right here is when you access this from your admin account, okay? Your admin account is where you're going to be able to access this from, okay? Your admin account, is the account that only can access from the computer, okay? See these dots that you got right here, all these right here? This is where you go for compliance, Okay. Now, this red dot right here that says 55, and this one right here that says 7, and there's one that says 4, they all mean something. And all of these can be corrected. Every single one of them can be corrected. I guarantee you right now, every single body that's watching this live who has a box truck, if you log into your admin account, you're going to have something look like this. You get what I'm saying? And there's a reason for it to be looking like this. They all have a reason. You get what I'm saying? Every single one of them have a reason. Okay. This one right here that says number 4, that's the that blue, the blue that's it's the blue one. Okay. So all of these right here can be corrected. Every single one of them. These 55 and 7 can be corrected. However, bunch of you guys don't know how to do it. And so when you get pulled over by a DOT officer, this is on your record. You get what I'm saying? This is on your record. And so I'm going to be talking to you guys how not to let this. Every one of these should be blue. Every one of them. 7, 55, and 4. They all should be blue. All these right here should be green. See, it says 100 and it says 82. When you change these numbers, the numbers on these goes up. See what I'm saying? So they're all supposed to be in the blue, and they can be corrected, but a lot of you guys don't know how to correct it. Okay? A lot of people don't know how to correct it. All right? So I am going to talk to you guys not getting those and how those appear. Why do they change the colors? Okay? I'm gonna explain that to you guys, why they change the colors. Okay? And what I cannot do here is I cannot break down the whole entire cycle of how to correct it. You want to know how to can be corrected? You got to book a consultation and go through the process of correcting this, because it's very time consuming. Okay? It's very time consuming, and it need the help of me and you to get it corrected. It's not just one thing. Okay? So it can be corrected. It's an easy fix. Okay? What is not an easy fix is when you guys go into this whole entire motion of just doing the wrong thing. Okay? Those cannot be corrected. So your drive time. Everybody know you're supposed to drive 11 hours. And I'm going to answer a couple questions today. The first question is, can you drive 14 hours using the box truck? You cannot do that. You cannot drive 14 hours in a box truck. You cannot use sleeper berth. That's what 14 hours is. Sleeper berth cannot be used with a 26-foot box truck. So let's get that out of the way. See what I'm saying? And I know people go and say, well, I got a sleeper in my Freightliner that is my extended Freightliner. If you got one of those box truck, you can use sleeper. If you got a regular single cab box truck, cannot use it. Okay? So you guys got to make sure that you're not doing the sleeper berth and driving the 14 hours over. Okay? Next thing I'm going to tell you guys is you guys got to be on top of your game with your ELD. Don't fix the issue later. Don't fix it tomorrow. Fix it when it occurs, because it's going to save you guys a lot of time, money, and a bunch of headache. Okay, what I'm saying? So fix it as the issue occur. Okay. When some of you guys get pulled over by, when you finish your day and you at the hotel, wherever, go and do your ELD, correct your ELD. Okay. So you guys can have your driving record be clean. All right. Because a lot of people are having a lot of violation in this ELD thing. So we're going to talk about it today. All right. And I'm going to show you guys what you're supposed to be doing, what you're not supposed to be doing. Okay. If you buy a box truck and come out here, man, it's not just buying a box truck and come out here and making money. There's steps, there's things that you got to do to keep you up and running. All right. So let's talk about the first thing. And let me break down the first thing and the biggest question that every box truck driver, every semi truck driver, everybody wants to know. Can you cheat the ELD system? No, you can't. There's no way around it. Okay? There's no way around it. And if there's a way around, and there's a way, and if there's a way around it, I will definitely be not telling anybody on YouTube how to do it. You get what I'm saying? There is ways that people trying to figure out how to go around the ELD, and I'm gonna tell you some of the craziest stuff people have done. Okay? Run out of hours and you unplug it, boom, violation. That can actually shut your company down. See what I'm saying? Run out of hours and you go on PC, that's a big, big violation right there. You change it to your personal piggy bank. You run out of your 11 hours and then you turn it to personal time and you're running another 10, 15, 10 hours, 9 hours, 8 hours. Yeah, that's trouble right there. You get what I'm saying? When you guys have violation in your truck, you don't put notes in your violation. You don't notate your violation. You have a violation on your truck, you don't notate your violation. You're not doing an inspection on your truck. Some of you guys are not doing it in your inspection. Okay? You're not doing an inspection. So a lot of people get up in the morning and they just run the truck and no inspection, no anything. Okay? Another thing, next thing people are doing is you're not filling out your ELD form at all. Period. You guys are not doing that. That's a violation. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you guys through the process. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through the process. I'm gonna explain it to you so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Okay. So if you're like me, who have your ELD in the truck, you're not driving, or you home or whatever, you can follow the step that I'm going to tell you. Again, I am trying to teach you guys how to use this ELD. Okay. So if you have your ELD, take your time and open it. If you don't have your ELD, you can just write down the step that I'm going to tell you. Okay. So every morning you get up, you're supposed to do a pre-trip inspection, and every night you're supposed to do a post-trip inspection. Pre-trip and a post-trip, okay? When you get up in the morning and you tap on the blue bar that says logs, you have logs, support, and documents. I'm going to explain all three of those to you guys. You're going to tap on log. Boom. And when you tap on log, it's going to bring up the current day, which is Sunday, September the 25th. Then you're going to see Saturday, Friday, the previous day that already passed. You're going to see those because those are your previous record. Okay? When you tap on that, you're going to go and do connect to vehicle. So you connect to your your truck. That's the first thing you do. Okay? So when you connect to your vehicle, it's going to turn green. It's going to say ELD. You're going to see make that connection and connect to your truck. Okay? Then you're going to tap on the you're going to be in off duty status. So you just tap on that. Just tap on that the where you see that blue line run all the way through where it says off duty, sleeper berth, drive, and on. You're going to tap on that. Once you tap on it, it's going to bring it to a next page that says inspection. Okay? And then at a plus sign, you're going to see it's going to bring up a next vehicle and it says inspection. And you're going to go and you're going to see, you're supposed to see your vehicle pops up. So if your vehicle is number 1, whatever it is, you tap on that vehicle and then you're going to click next. Okay? When you click next, it's going to bring up the time, your carrier name, which is a company name, the location that you're doing the ELD, and it's going to bring up your abdominal reading. All right? And then it says inspection type. You're going to tap on that and you're going to put pre-trip. And then you're going to go at the top, you're going to save it. And then it's going to ask you to sign it. So you're going to sign the inspection sheet. That means that you are saying that you have walked around the truck, you have inspect the truck, you don't see any issue, no lights issue, no leaking, your tires is good, the whole thing. You're going to sign saying that everything that you have checked out is in perfect working order, and you save it. Because when you get pulled over by a DOT officer, if there's a violation on it, they're gonna see it, and they're going to ask you about those violations. Say you have a bad tire, but you did not put any record of that tire. That is a tire is worn or whatever it is, or there's a lump on the tire. They're gonna look in your record and they're gonna see that, hey, you do an inspection this morning, you never put that your tire wasn't good. That's a violation. See what I'm saying? So when you do your pre-trip inspection, you save that. If there's a violation, there's a part that you go back and you can edit. And there, if you look at the original screen where you have the carrier name and the location and the abdominal reading, in the middle you're gonna have it says defect, and you tap on the defect, and that's where you're gonna add. It says add vehicle, add or remove vehicle defect. You're gonna tap on that and you're gonna write. It give you a bunch of options: battery, tires, clutch, all the stuff. And if there's anything not there that is applied to you, you're going to just write other, and then you're going to manually write in what the problem is. Get what I'm saying? That's all you're going to do, your defect. So if you have a defect, you got to note it. If there's no defect, you save it and leave it. Okay? Then you're going to go back to the same page and you're going to see form, F-O-R-M. Okay? When you do the form, this is very important because a lot of people who drive these trucks don't, guys don't even understand how important this is. But the reason for this form thing is you're going across state lines. So when a DOT officer pull you over, if they ask for your driving record, they're gonna see that you initiate a pickup in Jersey, Florida, wherever you pick it up from. So you're basically going to hand them the BOL, and then you're going to show them your driving record, and your driving record is pretty much going to have your pickup location and where you're going. So now you're going to go to form, and it's going to have your vehicle ID. It's going to have your destination. It's going to have your abdominal reading. Your destination is going to be how many miles it's going to take to get to your destination. So if it's 500 mile, you're going to put the 500 mile. Okay. Then your abdominal reading, you're going to put the abdominal reading at the time of doing the form. Shipping documents, that's going to be a BOL number, or your shipping documents number. You put that in there. Driver name, carrier name, the office, and then if you have a co-driver, you're going to put his name. Then you're going to go where it says from. So if you're picking up from Paramus, New Jersey, you're going to put Paramus, New Jersey. Or you just put Paramus, NJ. And then you're going to put 2. Because your origin state is Paramus, New Jersey. Then you're going to take it down to Miami. So you're going to put Miami, Florida. You're going to spell Miami. And then you put FL. That's it. Then it's going to ask you what note. You're going to put a note there. So for the note, you're going to put that you're making a delivery. You're going to make a delivery in Florida, picking up from New Jersey. That's what that means. Okay? That's how you use the ELD and that part. Then you're going to go back and you're going to save it. Okay? Now, when you start to drive, your clock is going to bring up 4 different clocks. Okay? You're going to have your break, your drive, your shift, and your cycle. Your break is going to be in 8 hours from the time of driving. So once you move that truck, you're going to have 8 hours to drive before you take a break. Then your 11 hours is your total drive for the completion of the day. So you have 11 hours to drive in one day, but in 8 hours, you got to take a break. And the break is going to be 30 minutes. When you park that truck for 30 minutes and you go off duty for break, you cannot move that truck until your break is up. If you move the truck and you are on break, it's going to put you in a violation and you cannot fix it. See what I'm saying? Then you have 14-hour shift. The 14-hour shift doesn't apply to box truck because you're only supposed to drive 11 hours. They only apply to you if you have a sleeper. But 14-hour shift is normally for tractor trailer that have a sleeper. And your 70 hours cycle, you have 70 hours total for the whole entire week. So you have 70 hours. Just like if you work for a 9-to-5 company and they say you got 40 hours for the week, you got you work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 8-hour day shift. It's the same thing. Only with trucks, we got more time. Get what I'm saying? That's what that means. So most people work, they say they got like 40 hours a week to work on a regular job or whatever it is. That's the same thing. You got 70 hours to work for that whole entire week. You get what I'm saying? And the cycle, then you have to do a 34-hour reset. So the 34-hour reset is going to be to give you a fresh 70 hours. This is why sometimes you'll hear me tell you guys that brokers will send you to spot and leave you there for the weekend because your reset, most guys who end up like that, they always end up with a reset. You get what I'm saying? Most of the guys who me and them work together, they always end up to areas where they like. You know what I mean? Like, I I don't be sending guys to Colorado to chill out where, you know, there's desert and ain't nothing going on. I send guys to like if I know it's gonna be Labor Day, I'm gonna tell everybody, man, look, man, you better head down to Miami. What I'm saying? Because it's you know, Miami. Go to places where you can do stuff. You know what I mean? So that is all you use that form. You set up the form and then you have the ELD. Okay. Now, let's say you guys are driving and something hit your windshield and you get a crack. You have to immediately pull over, go back into your inspection, and notate that you were on 95 South driving behind a vehicle when a rock crack your windscreen, and you're gonna get it repaired as soon as possible. And you put that in there, and then you save it, and you put the time, and you put the date. Well, the date is gonna be there, but the time, you're gonna put the time. Everything should be there, but you notate it in the description, in the defect description, and you save it. That means that if you get pulled over by the next wait station, they will see that this incident happened while you were working. See what I'm saying? That's how you do that. So a lot of the times what guys do, they get hit by they get a, you know, something hit the mirror, and they just keep going, and then when they pull up by a wait station, the officer bring it up, and then you end up with a violation. You get what I'm saying? So you guys got to take that very serious, because it will save you a lot on your company. Get what I'm saying? So that is all you do that. And the end of the day, you do the post strip. When you do the post strip, you're gonna do the same thing. If you don't get the windshield fixed, you're gonna notate that while you were driving today, you have a rat that hit your windshield, and it damaged your windshield and all that stuff. All right. So that's how you do your pre-trip and your post-trip, and you notate that. All right. Moving on to the DOT officers. I've said this numerous times, and I'm gonna say it again. A lot of you guys think that actually people believe that, how can I put it? Like, these DOT officers, like, they're not like your own boy. They're not like your buddy, where when you talk to them and you talk to me, I get it. I understand. And I'm like, yeah, man, it is what it is. And it's a part of the business. These people are all here to enforce the law. You get what I'm saying? Some of them out there just outright to just put you out of business. They don't really, they don't like their job, and they always have a bad day. Their mission is to get you off the road. That's it. They don't really care about no stories and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? And people who do not know how to use their ELD is the most vulnerable. You get what I'm saying? They take advantage of you guys all day long. All right? So you guys, you guys gotta make sure that you take heed to this what I'm telling you guys, because a lot of people out here are not taking this thing serious. Okay? It's just not taking it to the point where a lot of you guys are gonna get these violations. I'm gonna bring up something that I want you guys to see, and I'm gonna show you guys what every single body should have in their truck. Every single driver should have one of these in their truck. See this right here? That is a ELD backup book. Every single truck driver should have one of these. Okay? You need it. If you do not have one of these, this is going to be a violation. Sorry, my screen is blurry, but I just want you to see. You're going to love or anyone at the truck stop, they got these right here. ELD backup. See what it says? ELD backup logbook and inspection report. Every single body need to have one of these in their truck. Ain't no story. None of that stuff. You guys have to get it. And a matter of fact, you go to the store, it's like $3.99. On the website right here, it's $2.73. So you guys can order a bunch of them. You know what I mean? You order 5 of them because sometimes you might have an error. It's $13 for 5 of them. It's called ELD Backup Book. It's right here. Okay? You see right here? It's only $13, $14. You guys buy a bunch of them because sometimes if you're writing it up, you make a mistake, then you can just you got more you can use. So you guys need to get those stuff and put in your truck. So you need an ELD backup book, and you need to fill out the ELD correctly. Now, the next thing you're going to have in your truck is your keep trucking manual. The manual that come with the keep trucking, because the manual that come with the keep trucking, if you need to do stuff with your ELD, and an officer asks you to if an officer asks you to do anything with the ELD, the law says that you must be able to do it or have the ability and the capacity to do it. So you have to have that book so you can go to the menu and look it up. Okay? Now, I want to go back to something very important. When you guys go back to if you go back to your ELD and you go back to your home screen, you go back to your home screen or the screen that you was at, in your logs, the one that you used to go to your logs. If you are going to send if you're gonna send, if an officer request, and this is by law, this is not something I'm making up, but if an officer asks you to send your driving record, you have to go into your DOT inspection mode, and you're gonna click on your DOT inspection mode, and it's gonna ask you, it's gonna say, send me your driving record. And you're gonna click on send logs. And then when you send it, it's gonna ask you for a number. They're gonna give you a number. Okay? Or they're gonna ask you for they're gonna give you a email address, and it'll send him your last 7 days ELD. By law, you're supposed to know how to do that. He's not supposed to help you. Most guys that I've talked to, I know to do it, but when I first started, when they first introduced this, most guys will just take the tablet from you and just do it, because some of them use different numbers, and they'll just put it in, like they'll just type it in real quick and give it back to you and say send. You get what I'm saying? I had a driver one time tell me that a Virginia state trooper pulled up behind him and already have access to his driving record. I'm like, bro, that's impossible. I say, you have to give him your ELD, your tablet for him to put it in. They can't just appear behind you and have access to your driving record. It doesn't work like that. Okay? They can't just pull up behind you and know your record. Okay? So you guys have to understand that. So now we talk about our logs. Now we're gonna talk about support. The support is for your keep trucking, for your ELD log. That's where you go to get the customer service number and all the questions that you need to find out about the ELD and all the stuff that you need to know what to do. That's the support. And then you go to your documents. So you go to your documents. So when you repair that crack windshield or that tire, you take a picture of the receipt. That's your proof that you correct the issue. But The documents also can be used where when you guys take pictures of the windshield, the tire, whatever violation is there, you can take pictures and save it. So that means you will have a record. So if they violate you, you can now go back and said, but I took my pictures and it was done by 12 o'clock. I get pulled over 2 hours. So when he said I have a violation, I explained it to him, but he didn't care. I got record right here, proof that I took pictures. I do the whatever measures to get the situation corrected. That's what documents is. See what I'm saying? And let me say this to you guys. You see when you get pulled over by a DOT officer and he makes it sound like he's your buddy? Like, yeah, man, I got you, bro. Don't worry, man. Just go sit in the truck, man. You good. You good. Don't even take that. Listen, don't even fall for that. Don't even fall for that, because a lot of the time when guys remember, oh, DOT officer were kind and cordial to them and yeah, man, and treat them like they're their friend. When you look at those MC number, they actually get 2-3 violation. They get violation and don't even know they get violation because the officer make you feel so comfortable you didn't even bother to read the paper that he gave you. Do you guys know that when you get violation, you can go to court and challenge those violations? If you were documenting your crack windscreen before crack and they violate you for that, you can go to court and fight that violation so it doesn't go on your company, and you show the judge that, look, I take the appropriate step that is required by law and the officers still give me a violation on my thing. And they'll dismiss it. But what a lot of you guys do sometimes is you let these people make you get comfortable and talk to you like, yeah, man, we're good, man. Don't worry. They're not out here to be your friend. They're not out here. They're really not. They're out here to enforce the law. And I have met officers. I can tell you right off the bat, this guy, he thinks that he owns the state of Indiana roadway. And his job, he thinks that he owns it. And he thinks that he's yeah, man, I'm going to take all these trucks that I want off the road. Just like I told you guys before. Officer in Colorado was sitting inside the booth and asking me what's in my truck. Just stuff that they're supposed to be doing, and they want you to go ahead and do it. You get what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand that these people are not out here to be in the business of trying to say, well, I'm gonna make sure that your company is up and running and not running into no violation. There are guys out there that's what they look for. There's a channel on YouTube where a former DOT officer was talking about box trucks. And he was saying, man, I love box truck, especially the one that do the moving. He loves moving trucks. You get what I'm saying? He loves the moving truck because he said, I know a lot of the time they're not doing their log correctly. A lot of DOT officers, they love you guys because they know once they pull you over, they know you're not on top of your game. So you have to do your pre-trip inspection and your post-trip inspection. When you go down to do your post-trip is going to be in your right below your maintenance. It's going to be below your maintenance. It says post-trip vehicle inspection. You go back in the evening and you put the same thing that you put in the morning. If you find any error, you put it in. If you don't find an error, you sign it and leave it, call it a day. That's it. Okay? Now, the biggest thing that I want to talk to you guys today is this whole entire controversy around using personal piggy bank. I call it personal piggy bank because some of you guys is, yeah, you love that. So we're going to talk about that. Personal convenience, personal piggy bank, You use personal for everything. Okay. Personal convenience is not for what you guys are using it for. If you are out of hours and you are in and you need to get to a delivery tomorrow by 8 o'clock and you're 6 hours away, you cannot turn on personal convenience to run the rest of the way. Cannot do that. Right out the back is a violation. This is why I always tell you guys, when you negotiate a load, make sure you negotiate the delivery time in it, because broker will have some of you guys pick up load 4 o'clock after you've been sitting down for 4 hours early and then try to get you to deliver it the next morning. And a lot of people fall for that and end up in a lot of big trouble with these DOT officers. So when you run out of time, you cannot just switch it over and then keep driving. You're not supposed to do that. This is why I said when you negotiate a load, always negotiate time in it. So if I book a load today and I don't have to deliver it till Thursday or Friday, I don't have to worry about it. I don't care if I run out of time in 4 hours because I got time in this load. But if you guys book today and then try to deliver it tomorrow and it's 11 hours away, then of course in the middle of the night when you guys take off in the evening, you guys gonna switch the ELD thing and run it. That's number one. Number two, a lot of you guys unplug the ELD. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. You unplug the ELD. And what a lot of you people don't understand about this ELD is when you unplug it, it saved the record of where you unplug it, and it actually said that it was unplugged. So when you unplug it in Indiana, in a little town, at a Love truck stop, it's going to record that it was pulled, that it was unplugged, and it's going to keep the time, the date, and the location. And if you replug it 5-6 hours later, in a different state, in a different town, at a different truck stop, is going to pick it up. Matter of fact, when you turn off the engine, it's going to record that the engine was shut off at 9:50, wherever it shut off. When you turn it on, it's going to record the same thing. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of people are using these tactics because they think by using these tactics, they can go around the system. You can't do that. If you're running this ELD, you got to run it the right way. Now, the biggest question people ask is how to beat the system. How do I cheat this whole entire ELD thing? I'm going to tell you how to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Just park your truck and don't be a truck driver no more. That's it. Just stop being a truck driver, because there's no way around it. There is things that you can do can correct your error, but for the most part, there's no way around it. Like I said early on, when you have these violations, they can be fixed. I'm going to show you guys again. They can be corrected. But a lot of people don't know how to correct it. If you this right here, all of this right here can be corrected. Every single one of those can be corrected. Can be. See what I'm saying? But a lot of folks don't know how to correct it. All right? A lot of folks don't know how to do it. And so if you log into, most people, if they log into their log right now and the admin account, I guarantee it's going to look like this. But to correct this, you got to know what you're doing. See what I'm saying? So for all you guys who are logging into your admin account and you're looking and you see you got a bunch of red, all right, and you got the green, every single one of them supposed to look like the inspection. See what I'm saying? So when you correct everything right here, this button is this number 7 is gonna change. It's gonna go. This is gonna go blue, and this is gonna go blue. See what I'm saying? That's what that means. So, any one of you guys who have this issue and you need to get it corrected, like I told you guys, you're gonna have to book a consultation and then let us go in and see what was done wrong. Because it's not as easy as that a bunch of y'all think it is. You know what I'm saying? So you got that right there. Right? Now we're gonna talk about the way that some of you guys are running a truck, why you end up with violation. And I'm gonna show you guys why a bunch of you guys end up with violation. Now I got the dot board up. People love this. They love when I bring up the dot board. They're like, oh man, let me get my pen, man. This is good right here. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you on the dot board why a bunch of y'all got violation. See what I'm saying? This is why a bunch of you people have violation. So let's go through the step. And I promise to show you guys how to use the dot board. You get what I'm saying? But a bunch of you guys have a bunch of violation because this is what you do. I'm going to show you. All right? So that way you guys can understand where the violation even occur. This is why when you negotiate load, you negotiate load and let the brokers. You get what I'm saying? You guys seeing that, right? So if you look at the screen, we have New Jersey. Big up to all the Jersey driver. Shout out to all the Jersey guys. And I'm going to show you today why a bunch of people have violation. And how you guys have it. And what causes the violation. As you guys come in the live, can you guys just hit the like button as you guys come in? So that way we can get the video to spread, man. Just hit the like button. There's a bunch of people in the live, so just hit the like button. And we're going to talk about this today. Let me see if we can find some partial because we got Elizabeth to Tennessee. Big up to Tennessee driver. 2 feet, 4,000 pounds. Okay. And it's 848 miles to get there. And this broker is not offering any money. 2 feet, 4,000 pounds. That's probably one pallet. So let me zoom in and let you guys see what I'm talking about. We got a California right here, 3 feet, 8,000 pounds, 800 pounds, 2,700 and 2,746 miles. We got New Jersey to Fort Worth, Texas. I can tell you this is a U-Box because that's Global Trans. That's all it does. Echo Global Logistic going to Michigan. Maybe I should give my boy Tony this so we can get him out of here. 6 feet, 6,000 pounds from Echo. That's probably that's a single pilot paying $450, man. It says 3 pallets. 6 feet, and it says 3 pallets. Wow. So you got 6 pallets going to Michigan. To get to Michigan is going to be 10 hours and 54 minutes. And this is going down to Detroit, Michigan. So we got Detroit, Michigan partial going over. And if you guys don't know how to map if you guys don't know how to map, when you click on this 606, it brings up the map. So when you click on it, it's going to bring up the map of where it's going from the pickup location to the delivery location. But this is a perfect example. Let me show you guys what a bunch of people are doing, okay? I'm going to be using let's use Tennessee. Let's use Tennessee, and let's use Tennessee. Okay, let's use Tennessee. Matter of fact, you know what? Forget about Tennessee. You got Hillside, New Jersey to Houston. Okay, Houston. Okay. Okay, so let's use, I'm going to use I'm going to use this one right here. Let's say we're going to go to Texas. We're going to go to Rockwell, Texas, right? I have actually I had a delivery in Rockwell, Texas Friday, so it's pretty close to Dallas, right? And we're going to use Rockwell, Texas, and we're going to use the Tennessee. So that's 2 partial. One is 2 feet. Let me see. Okay, so we have a 2 feet, and then we have a 17 feet to 2,900 pounds. See that? That's 2 partial. Okay. One picking up in Jamesburg, New Jersey. That is exit number 8A on the New Jersey Turnpike. And Elizabeth, New Jersey, that's right by Newark. So you pick up this one first, and then you're going to shoot down to South Jersey and the Turnpike and pick this one going down. This is going in the direction of where you're going to drive anyway. Okay. Then you're going to drop Tennessee first. Okay. And then after you leave Tennessee, you're going to be on your way to Texas. Now, Tennessee, where you're going to drop in Tennessee, it's almost between Nashville, Tennessee. So you can pretty much, it's like a little rural town off of 24 between Chattanooga and Nashville. So when you come on when you drive to 24 going to Nashville, that's where you're going to drop that load. Okay? So you're dropping Massachusetts, Tennessee first, and then you're gonna go over to Texas. Okay. But this is what a lot of you guys do. You book the Tennessee and you let the broker let you pick up Tennessee, right? You pick up Tennessee and then you start to run with Tennessee. And so to get to Tennessee is 15 hours. And so some of you guys have 8 hours to drive. And so you jump on 81 because now you're going to run through Pennsylvania, go on 81, and you take 81 all the way down through Nashville to get to where you're going. So what a lot of people do is from the time you pick up all the way till you're ready to go, if you were out of time, say 3 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in Virginia or Tennessee, what a lot of people do is go off duty and then switch to personal convenience and then run it the rest of the way. And by 8, 9 o'clock the next morning or 10 o'clock the next morning, you're at the delivery point, but you have a violation. This is why I said don't do stuff like that. Don't ever let broker tell you. This is why when broker tell me got to pick up today and deliver tomorrow and it's like 15 hours, I'm like, bro, explain to me how we're going to do 15 hours between tonight and tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock. Like, how are we going to do that? It is actually a violation on the broker part to encourage you to run a load anyway. So you guys cannot pick up and deliver that stuff because it's too much hours to drive. But some of you guys do it because you feel compelled to do it because, again, brokers have you guys believing that once you pick up today, you got to deliver tomorrow. No. Negotiate your load in all of this. Always negotiate your load. Always negotiate your load. And when you negotiate your load, part of your negotiation, not only for the rate, but should be for your delivery time. I negotiate everything: pickup, delivery, and my money to do the work. I negotiate everything. So you guys gotta break into the habit of negotiating that. Don't just let brokers, have you running and getting all these violations. So going back to this right here, this is 2 feet, 4,000 pounds. That's one partial. Then I got a 2,500. This is 4,000 pounds. Then I got a 5 feet, one U box, and it's going to Fort Worth, Texas. That's underway. And then at the bottom right here, you got 15. You got 17 feet, 2,900 pounds. This guy's offering 1,250. You know what I'm saying? None of these are, you got to negotiate all of these. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going to run your truck in that order, then you should be looking how to run the truck where you guys are making money. So if I got all those 3 loads and I can deliver them by Friday and tomorrow is Monday, I'm not in a rush. I'm not going to be in a rush because I got time on the load. I got time to do the load. You got a next load right here, Pennsylvania or Philadelphia. You got a Philadelphia right here going to Texarkana. That's on the way. The same thing, 7 feet, 5,000 pounds. You get what I'm saying? You're in an area, that's how you look for your partial and run the partial across and you just drop and keep going. But you find these small partial and you run them. That's it. And when you run the partial, and the time and you have your ELD time, you're not gonna run into any violation. Because you negotiate the time and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So if I book those load and I deliver, let's say I deliver Tennessee and I'm going to Dallas or wherever I'm going to go, I'm going to start look for loads going in that direction. And if I don't see anything, I just keep looking. That's how you guys got to do it. That way it prevents you from having ELD issue. Because now your truck is running in a certain order. It's why I told, and another thing I'm going to say to you guys, right? This is why some of you guys, your dispatcher, you have a dispatcher that send you all over the place, and so you're always running out of time. You're always running out of time, and then you have, all these other people that are just sending you all over the place, so you're never in compliance. But when you book a bunch of partial, you can just relax, man. Like you just be driving, like just drive and chill. And don't have to worry about these whole entire violation because you got time on the load. So if you pick up those 3 stops and you load up tomorrow and you have until Thursday, then you don't have to violate your drive time to make it to any of those delivery, because you'll run the remaining of your hours after you pick up and then continue Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? Then you drop off one of your load Tuesday, then you can pick up a next load and then just keep running. This is what I do for years, man. It works. I'm telling you it works, because it's why I always tell people, like, this whole entire partial game and understanding this partial and know how to do partial, it's so important, because for one, it makes you have less headache, it's less of everything. You know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about all the stuff that that is out here. You see what I'm saying? It's easy. So if anybody want to understand how to do this whole entire partial and keeping your compliance and keeping the thing together, just book a consultation, man, and just sit down and correct those issues, because it's not gonna go well. Now these violations, they show up on your truck, on your record, because when you give the broker, they can see that you have violations. They will look up your record and see that you got violations. You get what I'm saying? And they'll see all the violation that you got. And if they decide to use it, they're going to use it. If not, they're going to say, forget about it. It's not just about chasing money and trying to get the next big thing. And, no, it's more to it. It's why I tell people, like, to be successful. And a lot of people like to say they want to be like other people, but there are steps that you got to take to be successful. It's not just one thing. This is why this whole entire box truck thing, everybody noticed, like the whole YouTube community when it comes on to this whole box truck thing, it just gets so quiet. It's like a residential area, because the whole entire hype over this whole entire box truck thing, it turns out that what people were told was, they came out here and they start to realize it's not the way it is. I know people who get violation, their ELD, they have so much violation on their ELD that they put them out of business. And so now those guys have to be running under other people MC number. They lease on to other people MC number and running under those people MC number, so they can be out here running. And they got to now pay 20% because they didn't understand what they were doing. A lot of people is getting audit. You go give a DOT officer that whole entire driving record with a bunch of personal conveyance on it and see what happened. They'll shut you down. You get what I'm saying? And now you can't be on the road. And if you're under someone MC number and you have to be using their ELD system, because you can't use yours, you got to use theirs. You got to make sure that you're in compliance. Ain't nobody gonna put you on the ELD system and you just do it like you were doing over there with yours. So you got all of those stuff is going on. Then you have people who are just, they're not trying to figure it out. They just think that these officers are somehow gonna be compromising. Oh man, Kirk, I know what you're saying, but my own boy told me. Or I got a buddy of mine, he got a bunch of violation and he's still running, so he don't know what he's talking about. Let me tell you something about this whole entire trucking business. You have 7 different mind, brother, 7 different mind. And not because your friend is doing something and getting away with it means that you're gonna do it and get away with it. Your friend doing Amazon and running all over the place, and he's unplugging his ELD, or your friend is whatever, and he's getting away with it. Not because he's doing it and getting away with it means that when you do it, you're gonna get away with it. You get what I'm saying? When then you got people who said that you know, the officer told them that, you know, just correct those stuff and then the ELD is gonna come off. The violation is gonna come off. It doesn't work like that. Some of these guys, when they give you a violation, you gotta go to court and fight this thing. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not just a violation where you can just wipe. These officers are not out here to be your buddy. You run out here and these guys are just waiting. So again, like I always tell you guys, there's a way to do stuff. If you're local and you're doing your local delivery, you're supposed to have a manual, a book, a logbook. Get what I'm saying? The logbook is going to be keeping a log. Let me tell you something about this ELD thing. I know so much about this ELD stuff. All the stuff I know about this ELD stuff is like, pfft, some of you people, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised about this whole entire ELD stuff. And not only, when I say surprise, you guys would be surprised about the stuff that you can actually do, and the law backs you up with the stuff you can do with that ELD stuff. But I'm not going to be sitting here telling you guys that. I'm not going to be sitting here explaining it to you guys, because some of you guys, it's like, no matter what we give you and no matter what we try to teach you, it's like you guys don't take heed to what we're saying and apply it in your business. You're stuck in your ways and you're just going to do it your way anyway. So the question is, why even tell you? Why tell you if when the end of the day you're going to do what you want to do? You see what I'm saying? And so there are things that you can do that's going to protect you using your e-log, but at the same time, there's a way to do it. All right. Shout out to my mom. I see I got if you guys want to ask me a question about the ELD, you can drop it in the chat and I'll just bring it up and I'll just read it. Shout out to District Boss, shout out to Terrell. Shout out to Mr. Blake. And I'll answer it. But a lot of people want to know how to break the law with the ELD. Get what I'm saying? So somebody asked me a question the other day, right? You know your boy Kirky Fresh. I keep it real. And I tell you guys the way it is. And we keep it 100. And we don't beat around the bush. The whole shebang. This whole entire ELD thing, man, just use it the right way. If you don't know what you're doing, just use it the right way. Just use it the right way and just book your load with your brokers where you don't have any violation. Because the moment you start to try to go out of that grain and you don't know what you're doing, you're just going to create problem for your company. And so I'm not going to let you guys, I'm not going to be like one of these guys who's in the neighborhood who say, oh man, you know, just unplug it or, you know, yeah, just use it the right way. Just use it the right way. And yeah, don't mess with it. If you have violation on it, you can edit it. You can fix those violations. You can go back and you can edit it. Okay. But at the same time, if you don't know what you're doing, you can't edit it because some of you guys, it's too late. It's too late to edit. You get what I'm saying? When you have a violation, a certain violation, you have to do it within a certain period of time. And if you can't do it within that time frame, it doesn't make any sense to even bother attempt to do it. I see him. I got somebody pops up in the is this Vernon? Let me see who is this. I think this is Vernon. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, I'm great. I'm still waiting on my truck, bro.
That's good, man.
I sent you a picture.
I saw the picture. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so they got about 2 more weeks. They got to put the inside, and they got to put the floor. You know, the box is done. It's just the back doors and the E tracks.
Right. Yep. But you use the ELD when you was out here, right?
Yeah, I use ELD. I use well, it used to be Keep Trucking, but all that stuff you were saying is facts, man. That's facts.
Yeah.
I'd like you to talk about like I'm gonna have 2 guys in the truck. What is the big difference in that? 2 guys in that box truck.
Well, you can't do sleeper berth in a single cab box truck.
Right. Right.
So you guys have to stay at a hotel.
Okay.
And if you're gonna put 2 guys in a truck, in a box truck, I know people do it, but most of the time you gotta be like running that truck, like you know, you gotta make sure that you run partial and it worth it. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Well, can I run 8 hours and he run 3 hours or something like that? Is that true? I don't know. I'm asking you.
He can run the 3 hours, but by the end of the cycle, you guys have to come off the road. Like he can't run 11 and you run 11.
Right. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I found that out.
You can have a co-driver where both of you guys can, you know, drive at a certain time, but at the end of the day, when you off duty, you got to get off the road.
Okay.
Now, there's a bunch of confusion about this whole entire ELD thing.
Right.
And even the officers are confused about this whole entire ELD thing. Sometimes they don't even know anything about this ELD thing. So my best advice to people is when you run the ELD, that's why I said document everything, notate everything, because that's gonna be very, you know, very important to what's gonna happen to if an officer pull you over. Officers don't get it right. I mean, there are guys out there that don't know what they're talking about. I have officers who pull me over and challenge me and stuff, and I just pull up my book and say, okay, let's take a look what it says.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
This is why, for me to eliminate arguing with a DOT officer, which I don't, I book partial and negotiate the delivery time.
Right.
So that way, if I got 5 days to deliver something, I don't have to worry about running into time and driving. I got 70 hours to drive for the whole week. so I don't have to worry about getting violated.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let me give you an example. So I leave my house not last week Friday, but the week before. All right, and I come to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I come to Oklahoma City. That was my final destination.
Okay.
And I picked up Friday. I run my truck Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was already in Oklahoma City by Sunday because my delivery was, you know what I mean, was
Right.
I think it was Monday or Tuesday or whatever I delivered, right? So I
Right.
deliver all the way over here, and I was done. Then I park my truck and do my reset. Then I pick up another set of load going down to Miami. By the way, I was in Miami last week. I was in Tampa, and then I go down to
Oh, you should
Pompano
have
Beach.
hollered at me, man, if
Oh
you was in
man,
Tampa.
I want to see you, man. I want to go see girls down in Miami, man. You want me to waste time come and check you, man?
I could have rode to Miami with you, bro.
You ain't gonna roll anywhere. Let me talk to your wife, man. You ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, she's in there cleaning the kitchen. She's busy.
Yeah. Let me ask her if the next time I come through, if I can pick you up, because we're gonna look at some girls down in Miami.
Yeah,
You know,
man. Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
look, man, my truck. Go ahead.
No, but I went and see my mom, and
Cool.
and then I went
Gotta see mom.
So what I'm saying is, I picked up over here Thursday, then I pick up in Texas Friday, and then I was in Miami by, I think I deliver everything by Tuesday, right?
Right.
And then I run all the way back to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And then I stop in Atlanta, and then I do my I pick up the load, and you know what I mean? So I never have time issue, because the way I run the truck, I'm always in, I don't be, and that was 3 stop coming over here, and then 3 go to Miami. And then when I go to Georgia, I pick up 3 from Georgia, come over to Oklahoma City. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm running
Soon as I get my truck, I'm calling you, man. I want that sauce. That I want that sauce, bro.
Yeah. So I run. So I do a total of 9 stop and never a violation.
Yeah, that is very important what you're talking about, because I was listening to this guy on YouTube. He got stopped 3 times in one day in California, and he finally asked the third officer. He says, "Why are you pulling me over? I just got pulled over 2 more times earlier today." He said, "Because we've been having problems with these box trucks." Same thing you said.
Yeah,
he got pulled over 3 times.
Let me tell you another thing too. YouTube has generate this whole entire box truck thing. They blow it out of proportion. A lot of people come into this box truck business. They don't know to use the ELD. They don't know. They don't understand the laws of the road. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is this weight station. A lot of people blow past these weight stations.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are pulling up in I spoke to a broker the other day. Guy pull up, book a load with a broker, get the load, and then come to find out Penske or Budget repossessed the truck for non-payment with the load on the truck.
Golly.
So they're not even taking box truck. The guy was like, you gotta send your registration, you gotta send a picture of the label on the side of your truck. Your company the side, the whole shebang. We gotta send to get the load, because people are. This is why I keep telling people, man. Like, this is why you see the whole YouTube thing about this whole box truck thing is just dropped, because people not only financially ruined by it, but people. Listen, I have a lady that I speak to over here. A lot of my guys know her, Miss Penny. She's telling me that she's closing down MC number and average 5 a week.
Damn.
She's closing 5, and when she said close, shut them off, because when she when she look at the guys who are shutting them their MC off is box truck drivers. They're going out of business.
Wow.
Because they rent a truck and they think that it was going to be the way YouTube promoted to be.
Right.
Come to find out that it's more than that. It's more to it than just making 10 grand. It's more to it than just the glimmer and the this old glamorized thing. And it's not what it seems.
Well, I thank God, man. I bought my truck, man. I'm thank God I didn't go through that rental thing. But I got some buddies that did, and they're out of business. They don't, they went through hell with Enterprise and all of them, Penske, and they're gone. They're done. They're back at their jobs, man. They couldn't.
You mean one of your boy up north that was in it? He's out of business?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
He's not driving box truck no more?
I don't think so. I do not think so.
Wow.
I mean, I haven't. Yeah, it'll take you right out the game.
I tell people, like, financially, I know this thing wasn't gonna be sustained for a lot of people, because this whole entire gas price and the box truck and the whole hype about this box truck thing. I knew it was gonna be a day where, and it's sad to say, but I don't know if you see the live where I says the guy told me about I think the title was "Box Truck Put Me Out of Business," put me out of the rental truck put him out of business. He had to get back a 9-to-5 job.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it will financially ruin you. This is why it's important for people to do their research, because people like for instance, I'm gonna just give you like 3 guys that that I know. Take for instance like Sirius Lane, Mr. Smith, and Muhammad. Those 3 guys, right? Now Muhammad wasn't renting a box truck. He was he owns a cargo van, right? Okay. But take Mr. Smith and Sirius Lane. They both come in the game with renting trucks. And so when we do the consultation with them and the training, and I pull the numbers and let these guys see what it was, they knew that if they keep going down that rabbit hole, it was not going to end well for them. Now, Muhammad and the other end of it was going to buy a box truck, and he knew that coming in the rental way was not going to be a route that he want to take. So you got 2 guys who was already in it, that have experience, that warn the next guy that, look, if you're going to come in this, don't even bother to come into it this way. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, but what happened with the YouTube era is, even though I sit here and warn a lot of guys and tell a lot of people don't do it, there's something about some people where I don't know what I'm talking about, and they still do it anyway. And then they're the one who come back and send me email and said, I see you do a video. You were talking about the YouTubers and you call out their name and you're right, man, and this and that and the third. I knew right off the back that these people who are coming in financially, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I was talking to my tax guy, and he said that a lot of Black folks don't have, they don't run business. They don't take their business and run it like a business. They have a good paying hobby.
Yeah. There's a business side to it. There's definitely a business side.
But they don't run it like a business. It's just a good paying hobby. It's not, you get what I'm saying? They don't file tax. You know what I mean? They don't
file my taxes.
They don't do, of course, because you own like 3 houses and 10 Lamborghini, right?
Yeah, right.
Of course
I ain't there yet. I ain't there yet.
How much yacht you got in the back of your house, man?
I'm in real estate, dude.
No, but you told me about the boat you had the other day. You say you had
right. Oh, bro. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
No, but guys like you are going to file your tax because you understand that.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right, talking about tax, because I think people think I'm crazy. When you go to get one of those houses, what the first thing they ask you for?
3 years of past tax returns and
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't ask you for
bank
that.
statements. Bank
No,
statements.
no, they don't. They just tell you they'll give you the 50 grand or 100,000, right?
No,
Because that's what these guys believe. They think they don't ask them for
no,
anything. You see
yeah,
what I'm
no, it
saying?
don't work that way.
So if
Yeah,
you don't have 2 years of tax return and bank statement, they're not even entertaining you. And they
that's
ask
right.
that. And what does they ask for? What is the most important thing they ask to see before they even ask to give you the money? Your credit.
Credit. Yes, you're right. That last one you did was all perfect. That
You see
last,
what I'm saying?
all
So
that
if
was
you,
credit.
man, I'm telling you. So you know, you got a few houses, but at the same time, what I'm trying to let people understand is your credit is important as your tax. Your tax is important as your banking account. Your banking
Yep.
account is as important as your ELD and how to run your business. It's all
Yeah,
aligned to
it's
be
all tied
successful.
together. It's all tied together.
Right. And
Yeah. You want to
so,
go in there professional. You want to go, everything you said last week was straight on. You want to have all that stuff in a vanilla folder ready to show.
so let me ask you a question, because I feel like the reason why a lot of people think that I don't know what I'm talking about, maybe because they say, I'm an island boy. You know what I
Island
mean?
boy.
So you American. You's the American. You were born here. You American.
Right.
You live your
Yes.
life. You from the South, right? So
Yes.
what do you think is a problem with a lot of folks that are American that are running these business? What do you think is some of the biggest challenge that they don't? You think that they don't take it serious, or what is your perspective on that?
I think a lot of times they cherry pick what's important and what's not. And business is not ran like that. You can't say, well, driving the truck is important and the ELD is not important, or the taxes is not important, but driving and getting the loads is important. Or,
Mm-hmm.
it's all important. If you're going to run a business, if you're doing a hobby or you're just doing it, then you're not going to be successful.
Right. So the cherry picking part of it is one of the big factor why a lot of people don't even take it serious.
Right.
And so even if like for instance, you, right, you submit the your paperwork to the bank,
Exactly.
and everything is all in the green for you to get a property. um is it a kind of fear behind people being successful in America, that from the black community, or is it just a lot of people just, I know a lot of people don't know, but for those people who are trying to be better, like, why do you think they're not fully taking the full step and process? Well, like, what do you think causes that?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes it's laziness. Sometimes they're trying to cut corners. Sometimes it's just the way they've been taught. But if they got with a person like you that's proven, like you say, your wife don't like you to show the numbers, but sometimes you have to show the numbers. But you got to, you have to be with someone. If you want something, you got to go to the people that have what you want.
Right.
Period. And if that means doing taxes, if that means doing your ELD, if you want those same results, then you got to go to the people that's got the results. You can't get upset about it and say, because it's not a matter if you're from the islands, I'm from America. It's about how are you taught to do this, your craft, your what you desire to do.
Right. Well, the reason why I say, the reason why I bring up the island thing and the American thing is because, few times people have write me and tell me that, oh, you're not an American, and you don't know what you're talking about, and this
It
is
doesn't matter.
America.
It's
We do it.
character integrity. That's all it
No,
is.
no,
You can
no,
have
no.
island integrity. You can have American integrity.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is for those people who think like that, who think that because in other words, it's like because I'm from the island, I have no say in what like kind of like what to advise people. I don't know if it's like advise people or you know what I mean, or the
Right.
system over here somehow is different where to the point where I don't know. And I just have one simple answer for that. Well, if I don't know anything and I'm from the island and I got the
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you need, then maybe you need to be like me that don't know anything.
That's the way to look at it.
You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah. Yeah.
if I'm from the island and you're saying that, oh, you from the island and you don't understand the American system and this and that, and you're not American, maybe you need to become not an
Yeah.
American then. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the end of the day, if I don't know something and I'm from the island and you from America and you don't know it, then we're not really it doesn't make any sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a matter of fact, this one is the one that gets me. I have people who emailed me and berated me about box truck. Remember when I was talking about this whole entire box truck and I said, don't do it, don't do it? I have people berated me about this box truck rental thing, right?
Yeah.
Like literally berated me in the whole shebang, right?
Right.
And those same people come back and not only that they berated me, but they see in a short span that I've been on YouTube, not only how effective I am, but the success that I bring to YouTube to show that if you do stuff certain way, it can be done. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those same people, I guess they were, sometimes I say stuff and people they take it the wrong way, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think for the most people who understand where I'm coming from, it's not a matter of me telling you how to run your life. It's a matter of me telling you if you want to run your business and have a successful life, you have to do it a certain way. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. That's all it is.
Now let's talk about you. We had a big issue with you over and over and over again. And I said, Vernon, we got to do one thing and that's going to fix a problem because there's other guys that are out here that are doing what we're doing and we're not getting the result. And I told you the reason why, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
And you decided to do something about it. Not cut corners, not argue with me, not going around the bush. None of that stuff. You take my advice and you say, cool. All right?
Right.
But when you talk to some people and you try to give them the basic, like this whole ELD thing, you still gonna have people that's gonna feel like they can unplug the ELD. We don't care what he's gonna say.
I wouldn't dare do that. I ain't got the nerve to do that.
But you got guys who's gonna sit down and watch us live, and they're gonna say, yeah, but I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only thing that I did that I didn't know is that the thing you were talking about, what's that thing when you're not when
the PC.
Right. Now I have done that. Right. I have done that. And I wasn't informed enough to say you can't just put that on personal conveyance to finish the load.
Right.
I was told like if I'm somewhere and I want to go to Walmart, and if I want to go to Walmart or go to the movies or go somewhere, I could put it on personal conveyance. But that's the part where different officers have different opinions about personal conveyance. I think that's what you were just saying earlier. What is it? If you ask 5 different officers, you're probably going to get 5 different answers. What it's really for.
Exactly. And this is why I said that you got to notate stuff. Because when you notate why you use the personal convenience, it's going to be a lot different than when you don't notate.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? This is why I keep using this analogy. History is best qualified when it's documented. You get what I'm saying?
I just couldn't unhook mine. I ain't, nah.
You know?
I can't do it.
So, and then if you unhook it in Florida, by the time you reach in Texas and and put it again. Listen, man, I know people right now that are using this ELD thing, and I'm telling you, it's like a massacre. Like the day they get catch is the day they're over, but they don't care. They don't care.
But that's why that guy keeps getting pulled over. He said that's why and they're making it bad for all of us, because when they see that box truck, they're gonna pull it over because they figure you ain't running right. So they pulled so many over, and he said as soon as the guy crossed that line, woo, and he couldn't believe it. He's like, no.
Yeah, and another thing too, they pull over a lot of hot shot. They pull over a lot of hot shot, because a lot of hot shot are running they're running overweight load without a CDL.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because on the hot shot side, there's a misconception about the trailers where people would buy like a 40 or 50 foot trail, and then they'll put loads on it thinking that because it's a hot shot. It's just so much confusion coming out here,
right,
in this old box truck space. And for the people who come out here and lose money, thank God I'm not a part of the first set of YouTubers who come out here and help some of those people lose money. But I can honestly say that the little time I'm here, that I honestly put people in the right. Like you were one of them that weren't negotiating your delivery time.
Right.
You had a big issue with picking up a load and getting it delivered the next day, and I'm like, who tell you that? Where you get that from?
Yeah.
And so I negotiate a load with you where you had Thursday to deliver it.
Exactly.
And you deliver it before Thursday, but you were able to get the time where you don't have to break in a law to deliver your load.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember one morning I called you. Who was at the hotel till 11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But what I'm saying is that you learn these things because you understand that you got 3 loads on the truck. You have until Friday to deliver those loads. You ain't got to break no law. You ain't got to run and killing up your stuff and none of that stuff. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to tell people, like, it is a way to do it. And you got to do it the way that makes it work. That's why I don't worry about this whole entire violation thing, because when I run my truck, I'm always in the compliance mood, because I run partial where all my partial is negotiated. I deliver, all my time is delivered. You see what I'm saying?
I'm looking forward to doing those U-boxes, because I've been watching the boards, and I was listening to you earlier when you put those loads together. You were doing them, putting them together, how you could,
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and you book those loads and you run them, and like you see, pick up in Jersey, 2 stop, you pick up another stop in Pennsylvania, wherever you pick up along the way, deliver in Tennessee, keep moving, just keep driving, and then by the time you're in Fort Worth, Texas, by Wednesday, Thursday, you're empty. You just stay there. It's a great pace to get partial. You just find yourself 3 more partial, recycle it again.
Yeah, I heard your people last week was saying Texas. I love Texas. I like going out to Texas.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit for me.
Well, Texas is good for partials. And a lot of manufacturer company are in Texas. But Texas is a great place to go and find a bunch of partial. Matter of fact, I have a mentee that this guy makes a killing coming out of Texas. You get what I'm saying?
That's where I think I'm gonna go, from Florida to Texas. Once me and you get on the phone, that's where I think I want you to, help mentor me over that way, because I like Texas. I like Texas.
Texas is nice, and I sent him to pick up a load, and I call these load project load, because The first load, the driver quit and leave the guy truck at a truck stop. Keep telling y'all
Golly.
about these Pookie and Ray Ray.
Golly.
You know,
Just
you know
left
what
the
I'm saying?
load.
Yeah, leave the truck at a truck stop. I don't know what the situation with, but we had to go and recover the load. And of course, you know, I had to charge the broker for all of that stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the second load that we get is we have a load where the driver gets sick and the truck was at a truck stop. And so they wanted us to go in and we have to offload the truck. And of course, you know, we charge for that.
That's right.
That is not $150. That is not $250. That is not $300. That is not me. That is not no broker telling me going to throw an extra 50. We charge that guy a like crazy money and they pay.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got to get that load. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do these stuff. A matter of fact, I'll give you a funny one. Just this Friday, I booked a load from the same guy. They wanted a team driver.
Okay.
And we give them a team driver with one guy. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We give them a team driver with one guy because we understand. And you know who it is? The same company that I sent you.
Oh, okay. What's the name of them?
Traffic Tech.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I do all that load all the time. That I know when they say team driver, we still can deliver it anytime, especially when it's on the weekend. Ain't nobody gonna make no phone call. Ain't nobody gonna check. You get what I'm saying? None of that stuff.
Hey, do you remember that? Do you remember that load? Me and Patricia was together, and we get there, and it was some coolers, and
that's the one I'm talking about. That's the company.
I couldn't bolt it down, and I'm just thinking about that. Now I'll be able to take that load. You know what I'm saying? Since I changed my box, you know,
right?
And I left so much money on the table. You know, everybody they don't kind of understand right now. Well, why did you switch that box? Because, you know, my mentor told me, look, I can't help you. There were places you couldn't help me because I didn't have the right box to get out of there. And there's going to be so much money on the table this time. I'm excited because I left some money on the table and you couldn't help me get the money because I didn't have the right box.
Right. And I said, if you want to keep in this game, you got to get the box that suit these guys. And, you know, you and this is what I'm trying to tell people. Like, before we even talk about a box financially, like even when you were making the money you were making, you weren't blowing your money out.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, man.
And you know, it's a way where not only that people are coming in, but financially they're not financially strapped. Your box is what, like 26 feet with 109 at the door? Is it swing door?
I think it's 101, 102.
Is it swing
like
door?
That. Yeah, it's gonna be swing doors.
It's swing door, so it's not gonna have that roll up door. And you pay like what?
I paid $20,000, dude.
Custom built, 20 grand.
Custom built, brand new.
Yeah. So you buy a box for 20 grand, and you telling me you got 5 houses, 3 Lamborghini. You know, you got 20 grand. You buy a truck a box all right, and you ain't got no money. I'm telling you, man. Why you black folks always say you ain't got no money, man? Come on, Vernon. You got a yacht. You got a yacht behind your house.
My girl gets it, and my sisters and everybody else. They get it. I don't keep it. But I thank God for.
You take your money and give call Patricia. Let me ask her, man. She gonna come on the phone and be like, hell no. Last time I checked, you ain't buying no Birkin bag, man.
Patricia, tell him I spent some money on you.
Bring Patricia. Let me say hi to her.
He wants to say hi to you, but she's in there working on this thing for our puppy. He said he wants to speak to you, Patricia.
Vernon saying he's spending money. You ain't spending no money on that woman, man.
Hey man, if it ain't her, it's my sister that needs to get another job, but it's all right. It's all good. My tenants, they really been carrying me through this, and that's what I heard. I was listening to your boy Antro Mike, and I was listening to him this morning, and you got to have other avenues. I think he's going to do a little real estate too once he gets his, he's doing the hot shot, and
Yeah.
he actually talked about you about the partials and stuff. So
Yeah.
you're helping a lot of people, man. You're really doing good.
Yeah. The real estate thing is I'm gonna talk about that in I got some project I'm working. I'm not gonna drop it right now, but me and the wife is definitely doing the some project. By the end of the year is we should be good, but I'm gonna drop it and show people like there is money out here to make, not only from box truck. Like if I sit here and tell you guys the amount of stuff that we're doing, that my hand is in, where money's coming in, it's just amazing in this era how we use this. Is so easy to make money now. It's so easy, like getting money now it's not that hard like what people think it is. That's why I said, like, leave them girls alone and just focus on business. Like when you boss up and you out here running them trucks or real estate. Now you have like what I think you say I forgot what you say you had. What was the property you said that you had? The duplex?
I have a duplex.
Okay.
I have a duplex. And
right.
I rent mine a little different than most people.
Yeah, and this house that I'm staying right here in Oklahoma City, of course, this is my friend house. He have 6 of those that he have the people that are on welfare system.
Right.
So he I think the way he set it up where he don't even get money from them. He don't get no money from the people that lives at the house. He get the money directly from this. Yeah, so he don't even talk to them. None of that stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
And he has 6 of these houses in Oklahoma. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my God, he's balling.
Yeah, and one in he's the guy that was in the video when I was picking up my trailer.
Oh, okay, helped you out. You were driving and he was driving this.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and he got one house in Atlanta. That is his he rented that one out. So the real estate thing is big, but I think he has 6 of these houses. This one is I'm here by myself, but I got a key, I got the alarm code, I got cars to drive.
It's nice to have friends like that. Boy, I need to rub shoulders with you.
But what I'm saying, the real estate thing with and he bought all these houses, he bought them, was working at DirecTV. You get what I'm saying?
Oh man, he's a bad guy, bad dude. Yeah. That's all right.
And he's driving this, he came in the box truck. He came, not the box truck, he came in the trucking game. I help him with the business and everything. And this guy, he makes so much money. Like he runs Amazon, the dot board. He don't even off the stuff that we be doing out here. Like this guy don't even do all the stuff that people. That's what I'm saying. Like all the stuff that people try to do to make money, we don't do it. Right. It's so easy. Like we be chilling. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone in the comment section say Section 8 housing. Yeah. Section 8 housing is what he does.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. That's just automatic. That's that mailbox money.
Right, and he doesn't do anything. And if I was here a couple times when I think they wanted a light switch. I know when one of the lady move out, the state have to come back and do an inspection to see that and he have to be there, and if anything need to repair, they have to repair it immediately. So all of those stuff is where we are. That's why I said, like, people coming out here and say they got multiple stream of income, but it's a thing that people say. But when you look at the flip side of it, people not really making that money like that. You get what I'm saying?
A lot of people can start a job, but it's not really a job; it's a hobby.
Right? You know what I mean? And so me and my wife, we, you know, of course, you know, we got different projects that we do, you know, especially my wife, she got a whole different way of making money, and it's crazy. Like even some of you guys who watch my channel, man, and your ladies is broke and they ain't got no money, and you broke and you ain't got no money. I'm telling you, like, there's so many opportunity to do out here. And my wife is in the liquidation business. She does that.
Okay.
She made crazy money from doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's crazy.
Yeah, man. But it's all good. I love box trucking. You know, I worked 20 years city government, so I love seeing the world, and I like to do things the right way. You know, I like I like to be compliant, like you said. So all that other stuff, you know, I like to have my stuff straight. When the officer, I got a book, all my stuff is right in one book. You know, I ain't gotta be looking through the glove compartment and papers all everywhere. No, I have a compliance book, and I just, I feel so good. Here you are, officer. Everything he needs. Here you go.
Yeah.
It's in a plastic thing where he can just, you know.
Yeah. Someone said that the tenant most of the time they pay a small amount of them. They pay a small amount of the rent. But the program that he's on, they don't pay any money.
That's great.
It's 100% from the state. I think those people have like extra benefit that the state fully take care of their rent, and you know, I think they even get their utility taken care of. So it's all different programs. Shotgun is gonna call in a few months, because the military project is something big that I'm working on. So I spoke to a guy Friday. I'm working on a big project out of Dallas to pull load for this one individual company that owns two huge. They deliver hand sanitizer, the contract for the military, the contract for various different company, Walmart, the whole shebang.
Wow. No touch freight?
No touch. Strictly
pallets.
Pallets. But yeah,
cool.
So but you know, but on the flip side, man, like it's so easy to make money. You gotta talk, you gotta be bold. I know a lot of people are not like, people will curse me out, but then scared to talk to someone about business. Like you know, it's easy to talk to those people that curse me out. Like it's so easy. Like
you out, but they can't talk to a broker or someone, you know.
Yeah, you know. But I'm saying, like, you go to so it was so much confusion on this load that I delivered to this facility, and the owner came out, and and he was like, they said it was you were picking up a delivery, but you delivering something. I'm like, yeah, I'm delivering the order. It was around, and we started to chat and bam, 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 boom. And I said, by the way, you have an accent, and he's from a different country, and we started to chat it up. And I asked him, I said, by the way, are you the owner? And he said, nah, I'm one of the shareholder.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, why? What's up? And I said, I want to get some business from you. You see what I'm saying?
Right to him, straight to him.
And he said, oh, so that's your truck? I said, yeah. He said, how much truck you got? I said, I got access to a lot of truck.
Okay. That's right.
He said, good. And he said, I'm going to give you my number, because sometime I'll get to the brokers that take too long to come back, or they don't come back at all, and I don't like to deal with them, but it's hard to find independent contractor. That's what he told me.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to talk.
You got to talk. You got to open your mouth.
Yeah.
Closed mouths don't get fed, you know?
And he was wearing a regular polo shirt like me, and a short pants with a I forgot the shoes that he was wearing, but one of them simple shoes, Nautica shoes.
Yeah.
Don't even look like it.
Probably some Skechers or something, just something simple.
Well, a simple guy. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't matter who they are. Just talk. Just be like, yo, what's up, man? What's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Got to have a mouthpiece.
But yeah, man. But I'm glad that the next time I'm in Tampa, I was in Lake Wales. I don't know if you know where that is at.
Lake Wales, yeah. That's how. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next time we're in Miami, you want me to stop by and pick you up, and you have like 10 grand in your pocket? Cause we're gonna go see some big car.
I'm up by Tampa way.
I know where you at, man. I'm asking you if you want me to pick you up in a semi.
Oh yeah.
I can ask Patricia for permission from now. So that
get it okay now.
Right. We can get the pre-order from now. You know what I mean?
I got to get off because she needs my help. She's putting this thing together for our dog. So, but hey, man, it's been great, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna call you when I get my truck. I'm gonna call you. It's going to my mechanic, and then I'm gonna call you.
All right, Vernon, no problem.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, peace out. That's it, guys. That's Vernon, man. But that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, there's so many ways to make money. There's so many ways to be successful. But you guys, you gotta do it the right way, man. Like, it's not even a matter of how to do it. The money is there. The money, like Mr. Smith said the last time he was here, the money ain't going nowhere. It's here. It's sitting right at your doorstep. But you got to come out here and do it. And I listen, man, I come here sometime and I say, you know what, man, I'm trying to do my best to let a lot of my people come out here, be successful, help you guys understand this box shop business, help you guys understand the whole concept. But at the same time, a lot of you guys, man, like you gotta remember that this is a business that you guys are running, and you have to run like a business. And if you don't, it's gonna come back and it's gonna hurt you. So you gotta stop. Let these people out here. Another thing is stop let brokers and dispatchers and all these other people do stuff that they're not supposed to do with your truck. You know what I mean? And that way you guys can come out here and make enough money. So that way we don't have to, you don't lose any downtime, lose anything, man. And like I said, man, I come here every Sunday and I try to tell you guys, learn your ELD. If you don't understand how to learn to use the ELD, book a consultation and we'll go in, and what can be fixed can be fixed. Especially some people that's getting ready to do audit. It's important. You know what I mean? It's very important. So a lot of people who are, you got to do it right, man. Got to do it right. You know what I mean? I do it. It works for me. Other people do it. It works for them. So you can do it and it'll work for you. Just don't cut corners. I'm sitting in a house that is owned by my friend, but this guy buys 6 houses that he paid off about 3-4 years ago. No mortgage. You get what I'm saying? Section 8, 100% payment from the state. But you know how many nights he had to be on the road with DirecTV hooking up people cable? Some of y'all would get upset. Y'all be like, no, man. You want to go home to your girl. And matter of fact, when he was buying all these houses, he was married. So he had wife and kids that he had to deal with. And now he's a young guy, owns a semi, just like me. And he chooses what time he wants to work. The concept of working hard will make you successful in this country is a lie. It is one of the biggest lies that has been fed on society. It's totally 100% lie. If you want to be successful, the best way to be successful is to work smarter. Just like me, when I came in this box truck and come over the road, I was not running one pick, one drop. That's why I make so much money out of this old trucking thing. It's smart work, people, not hard work. So for all of you who is coming out here and say you're gonna bust your butt and do this and do that, you can do that, but make sure that you do it in a smart way. I don't even work half the time that I work when I was working in the box truck, because I can pick up 3 partial. And in that 1 week, I make what I make when I was running the box truck. You get what I'm saying? I run this semi for 2-3 weeks, and it's like it's crazy. It's way easier. Way easier. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, if you're gonna stay in this box truck business and trucking business, yeah. Then you buy a couple house like this guy. Then you make sure when y'all get to your house like this, y'all cut me a key. I want a copy of your key for the house, the alarm. You know what I mean? The a copy of the car key. I got everything when I get over here. You know what I mean? You can't say your boy Kirky Fresh never put you in game the last, so you can be successful. You know what I mean? So yeah. Working hard is a concept that is being fed by society. You gotta work smart. That's how we do it. And for people who are coming in this box truck game, man, let me tell you, man, just focus on the bigger picture, which is try to understand the game, the box truck business. Now, I want to say something, and I'm not, I want to say something. When Vernon said early on that a couple of the guys went out of the box truck business, he's actually talking about a YouTuber. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but he's actually talking about YouTubers. You get what I'm saying? And so again, time and time again, we have seen where people made mistake because they follow this whole entire YouTube thing. In India, what they call it, the snake oil. The snake oil thing. Can't follow the snake oil concept, man. Seek and you shall find. What you find you may not like. If you come in this trucking business and you are being entertained by the wrong set of folks, and I call it entertained because a lot of people like to be entertained. People see me every Sunday as an entertainment. Kirky Fresh, you a funny guy, man. Yeah, man. I watch you all the time, man. You a funny dude. But then when the month ends, you struggle to pay your bills. Don't take me as an entertainment. Don't take it as an entertainment. Or people would say, I just watch these YouTubers for entertainment, man. When I'm bored, I just watch. I just watch him because me and my wife get to laugh every Sunday. I'm like Sunday Martin. Like in Jamaica, we used to call it Sunday Martinis. They just watch me for Sunday Martinis, home, chilling out. You and your wife and your girl or your buddies just laughing at Kirky Fresh jokes, which is fine. But I still want you to take something away where, don't just go do your own thing that is the wrong thing, like unplug your ELD. I'm going to wrap it up here, man. I appreciate everybody that dropping in the live. Hope you guys take away something from this. Please go back and watch this live and see what I talk about, this whole entire ELD, to help you to fill out that form so you can get to being compliant. These officers are not playing games, man or woman. If you get pulled over by a policewoman, just tell her you're gonna take her to Puerto Rico. Just tell her you're gonna take her to Puerto Rico, man. Tell her you're gonna give her a trip down to the island, you know what I mean? Get her some curry goat and some oxtail and some jerk chicken. You know? That will get you out of a violation. For the police officers, I don't know, man. Tell him you're gonna give him a trip down to Miami one of these days. You know what I mean? Just build a conversation, man. Sometimes, you know, you get into these jams and, you know, you put out what you get. You know, just. And if you tell an officer, look, man, I didn't know, or, you know, I'm new to this thing, or I'm not, you know, they'll see that, you know. But if you just play it off like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to be a problem. This ELD thing, I still don't know a lot about it. Because there's been so many different stories. Okay? I want you guys to get rich, or have a couple houses like this guy with his 6 houses, and, you know, you put them in the state system and they just deposit your money every month. I want you guys to do that, you know? Or be like my wife, who she's in liquidating, you know what I mean? She makes money. Or Vernon, who has a duplex. Plus couple other stuff. Or Mr. Smith or Muhammad, they really got it going on. You guys see Sirius Lane, he got a house that he rent out, that he did a video with the dirty lady, you know. These guys got it going on. Or you can be like District Boss that's in the comment section that own, I don't know, this guy owns probably 5 businesses. He says he just stay home and watch money coming in his bank account. Crazy money people make out here. I kid you not. So yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you guys for coming in the live. You know what I mean? Hopefully that you guys, you know what I mean? Today was a good one. Peaceful. No cursing out. You know what I mean? Because I really want you guys to take this serious, and you know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here Sunday, man. I'm gonna be here next Sunday. And yeah. Make sure that you guys are good. Taking care of you. I am going to be talking about YouTubers. No, you guys love that, right? When Kirky first talk about YouTubers. I'm going to be talking about YouTubers who are not in the box truck game no more. I'm going to be doing a live, and I'm going to be like, we're going to do like a year in review. And we're going to talk about all those YouTubers who was in the box truck business. And I say was because they're not no more. And we're going to talk about all the box truck YouTube channel who just self-destroy themselves. That's the live y'all don't want to miss. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Right, Mr. Young. We're going to talk about that. And if you, of course, you know, we're going to break it down, man. Peace out to you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share the live. Yeah, we're gonna chop it up next time. All right, and please, guys, be safe out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.